Hello.
How goes it?
Hello. Good.
Hello.
Hello. Hello.
Hello.
And
up?
that's everyone.
Hello.
Man. Punctual, I like it.
On the dot.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, I will say I was quite excited to resolve. Well, I guess we resolved last week's incident, didn't we? We made it through the thing.
We
Yeah.
resolved part
Part of
one. Yeah. I feel like we
We've got a nice
crawled into
thunderstorm
the
rolling in.
belly of the beast.
Yeah, for real, we totally did. The fist of the beast.
Yeah. Yeah. Don't switch. Turn off Discord. Where is tabletop? This conclusion every time. There's no damn tabletop link. Oh shit, I'm not even started in Steam on this computer. Frickin' man.
How's the new place, man?
Oh, it's going real well. I just got my secondary machine going. Yeah, it's the one that's got my 3070 and my old AMD processor in that.
Nice.
So
Voice.
that's gonna be soon to be my VR build, but now it's just my I'm too lazy to play upstairs at my desk build. I just be on the couch and play on the big TV downstairs.
You know, I've noticed something that I never expected from myself is that I am becoming a little bit more of like a mobile gamer. Like I've been using and not even as much of like the Nintendo Switch, but I have been playing that more. But like I've been playing a lot of games on my tablet and my phone, like just more than now that there's more and more like content filled games. Like I don't know.
Yeah, on the phone, I've been playing
Yep.
Magic with Albion.
Yes. Yep. I know I think I'm gonna download Albion and start playing that, but just from my phone or my tablet. I don't know. The phone might be too hard.
Yeah, I'm signing.
Changing my default audio device.
I almost have my Warlock caught up in Destiny.
Nice.
Jeez, yeah, I gotta re-download that. I have it on 0 of my PCs.
I've been playing that actually. Well, I haven't played dude. I haven't been able to play games in almost 2 weeks just because, well, ever since the iPhone launch.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
always
busy
time.
stuff.
Are you back
Mhm.
to full time?
No, well, no, yes and no. I am technically part-time still, but we've just
Full time.
so yeah, I'm full-time. Literally, I'm supposed to be between 32 to 36 hours, and then last week I ended up working like 48, and the week before that like 51.
Yeah, Target did that to me.
Yep. So I was like, all right, but we'll see. I have a very good chance at picking up this manager position, which I will then go back to part-time, but I'll be making at that point like somewhere between the like 70 to like $85,000 a year range, which is not bad for Michigan. That's a pretty good amount.
That's
I feel
really
like.
good.
That's pretty solid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I will be kind of that, and to be completely honest with you, that's about as far as I plan on climbing the corporate ladder at Verizon. Because the assistant manager position, that's going to be pretty easy. I still don't have to take on like the full responsibilities of the store, but then at the same time, like I'll be making enough that I can start kind of investing into like actual either businesses or I don't know. I'm probably gonna have them start paying. I'd like to learn a language before I quit Verizon. So, but I don't need to go to school for that necessarily. Like when I was talking to Noah yesterday, like I could just buy a Udemy class.
Yeah.
Yeah. I did Coursera for some.
Ooh, I
Yeah.
might
No,
have
you
to
got.
talk
I
to
mean,
him.
there's so many options these days.
Hmm.
Udemy, I think, is still the big one, but there's so many options out there now.
Yeah, because I don't know. There's just so many things I'd like to do, but that require either me knowing someone that is good at programming, or I'd just like to have a basic understanding for my own enjoyment.
Yeah.
I don't know. We'll see. All right. But yeah, so to answer your question, I am sort of full time, but I'm not supposed to be.
Yeah.
Yeah,
took a
those
really
companies will
long
do that.
Yeah.
Really long.
I hope you get the promotion though.
Oh, me too.
Mhm.
Because as a salesperson, we've just lost too much money. If I don't get the job, I'm gonna have to quit, pretty much, because you can't make enough commission anymore. It's just not worth my time.
Yeah. I mean, at that point, I feel like they're just jerking around.
Yeah.
Yep. I'm calling the district manager tomorrow. Basically, I've decided because my old general manager offered me a position, but I'd have to move 2.5 hours away to basically like a Portage size town, but in Indiana, and it's like basically like redneck. It's like a bigger Three Rivers, and
Indiana, enough said.
yeah. So the thing is, like, if I took that, there's a lot of ifs involved, but basically within a year, the current district manager is supposed to get promoted to an area manager. He's promoting Tim to general manager, and then Tim would promote me to general manager. But again, that'd require me to move to Indiana, and I don't really want to move to Indiana. And that's a lot of ifs. I've
Keep
been
living.
burned by ifs plenty of times. So I don't know. I think where I'm going to talk to the district manager. She's new, and I'm be like, hey, like, am I competitive for this? Like, is this like a serious thing, or is there some behind the scenes stuff where you guys have someone lined up and it's not going to happen? Because like I have stepped in as everyone, the new people pretty much just think I'm the manager there anyways, or one of them. So like, if I don't get it,
Honorary.
I'm just gonna tell her like, hey, so if not, I'm probably gonna be looking for another job.
You
I don't know.
Just my 2 weeks resignation.
No, I won't go that far, but
Retroactively 2 weeks ago.
yeah.
So goodbye.
Later.
I'm gonna have to. Second. Yeah, I told Maxine, I said, just in case if I don't get the manager position, I said it's time to make sure I can pass a drug test after that.
Yeah. Yeah.
I actually just had my first job that asked me to do a drug test.
Did you have to buy fake pee?
No,
My
I
little
did have to
brother-
stand in line for like 3 hours because they didn't actually set me an appointment. And
Oh dang!
they were like, oh, well, if you want to work on Monday, need it done. They tell me this on Thursday. And
Wow.
there was all the appointments were booked. So you just had to
Yeah.
stand in line and wait.
Yeah, I guess my brother ended up just buying some like $80 like synthetic urine thing, and like when you twist it, it like heats up to like 97 degrees or something like that. So because he was like,
Okay.
"There's no way I can pass."
My goodness.
I don't even know how he
That's it.
managed that because we had to go into you had to go in to a place.
Yeah, I don't know how that works because another guy I know did something similar for Menards, but who knows?
At least in Illinois, I think it's becoming less common for places to specifically be looking for weed. They just don't care. It's legal.
Yeah.
They just don't care anymore.
I kind of suspect that's what
It really
happened.
doesn't matter too much anyway.
I'm not totally sure though, because this is a pharmaceuticals place.
Yeah, they might be a bit more. I don't know. Like Kelly's position she had to do a drug test, but it wasn't for they specifically said whether it was because she looked nervous or I don't know. But she doesn't smoke, but they said yeah, no, we don't test for weed. And it's like, oh, okay, well, that's good. And she's a
That's
physical
good.
therapist, so I don't know. I feel like it depends on the place.
Yeah.
All right.
Sure.
Let's get this started since Noah said he's not going to be coming.
Being a sick
Let's
boy.
do it.
And we will start with everybody. You guys just got the lid or the altar closed back with using the mechanism that was supposed to open it, but didn't.
Yep.
It seems like it was messed with. And you are now in this staircase. And it's dark, but you can see around the corner there is a light. And you can hear up top the banging of the different demons trying to get in.
And you said we got everybody into the tunnel, correct?
Yep, you got everybody into the tunnel.
All right.
Was it secured pretty good? Like, does it seem like, or like, are they going to be able to smash in like moments behind us? Or like,
I mean,
because we had a pretty hard time opening it. I feel
yeah,
like.
they'll have
I feel like
a similar.
Yeah, but I feel like we shouldn't find out.
Yeah, let's
No,
not
I
wait.
agree.
No.
How wide do you consider the tunnel to be? Do we fit like one by one? Are we gonna
No,
file
it's
line?
pretty wide. It's a
Okay.
decently wide staircase, and then you can see at the bottom of the stairs, it on each side, the left and right, wraps around to another staircase that it goes down to the main level, or well, the basement level.
Okay. Well, I say we get going. We don't hear anybody below us or anything like that, correct?
Not at the moment. You could roll if you want to see if you want to.
Nah, let's get down the stairs, man. Oh, I guess you can check if you're being stealthy.
I mean, I don't see why we would try to be stealthy too much, as
I mean,
like
is it
we
dark?
got a horde
No,
behind
right?
us trying to.
Yeah, that's
Chase us
kind of
down.
what I'm thinking. I'm
Yeah.
thinking we go
There's
watching for traps, but I don't really care about
Yeah,
sound.
Absolutely, yeah. Look for
yeah, there's
traps.
a light at the bottom of both sets of the stairs.
Alert
Okay.
though and prepared to
Yeah.
attack.
Okay, so
yeah,
you head
and just
down.
be cautious of things, traps and whatnot.
You head down.
I would like to have Misty Step prepared, just in case I need to react as like a reaction to something, so I can blink out of the way. Can I do that, or is that not a thing?
I don't think you can have it like pre-done and then move. From what I understand, when you're spellcasting, you can't. Unless it's a
That's
cam
fair.
trip.
Oh, okay, that's fair.
Okay, so you guys are all heading down. The first room that you enter is at the bottom of the stairs, and you get 3 options. You can either go left or right, or there is another staircase heading upwards in the middle.
Ooh.
All right. I'm just trying to think based on the layout of the, like, it wouldn't come back up in the room we were at. It has to be going somewhere else, right? Because there was no other staircase in that original room.
Well, is there any way that feels like there's any air movement, or
Ooh, air
how does the
movement,
air?
that's hard.
How does each way kind of smell, and how's the air kind of feel like? Any air movements?
Make an observation check. Or I just played another system yesterday, and I totally forgot. We played Aliens roleplay game,
See.
and I forgot all
Would
the
that be
skills.
investigation then?
Investigation. That's right.
Okay. All right. +5. So.
Okay. So, you actually can down from the halls of the left and right, you can hear sounds.
What kind of sounds?
Yeah. Can I decipher?
It sounds like talking.
Okay. Can I tell what kind of voices or the language?
What language? Yeah.
It's in common.
In common. Okay. Does it sound similar to like demon speech or speaking, or does it sound like it's humans? Can I tell
It's echoing
what
down the
they're
halls. So
up here? Okay. All right. So that was which directions?
both the left and the right.
Left and the right. Okay. What about this? There was a center. There was
Yeah,
3,
the
right?
center, you're not picking up anything coming from there.
Hey guys.
Does it feel like there's
here-
any drafts or anything coming from that way, or like
No.
any light?
Hear me
no.
out.
One
What if
second.
those guys are what if the voices are enemies up ahead of us? If you want, I could
They
make a
could
really
be-
loud clapping noise and see if we attract their attention and make them come to us.
Don't want to be attacked by 2 fronts.
Yeah,
That's
is
true. And then there's no escape because
Yeah, I don't want to be literally pinned because it's like, hey, they're over here, and the horde now goes down.
And we know the tunnels are wide enough for.
Because they do
more people
have
to fit in.
cultists, right? And the cultists
Oh,
are
yeah.
human, right? Are those those cultist people with the demons? Are those human, or are
They
those
are
also
human.
demons?
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah, so do they typically speak common? Do I know? Like, do they like if they're just conversing with themselves? Do they like what languages do the cultists speak?
I
Do
don't
we
think
know?
you spent a lot of time with the
Yeah.
cultists.
That's
That's a dang
unfortunate.
shame.
No, like now that I'm thinking about it, I was like, frick, why didn't we think about this prior? Because that would have been actually kind of good to know to differentiate
I feel
between
like
the people we're looking for and the people we are trying to avoid.
I think Zalden would know.
Oh, Zeldin, are you able to look on your book knowledge, or
Well, that and I mean he's.
do you
he's
know where to
written down
find it in a
Shank.
library?
I mean technically if I don't know it, I'd know someone who might know it. I
Yeah,
mean, not down here. I mean,
not that it obviously, yeah,
kind of-
not that it helps down here.
yeah, I obviously don't. I'd have to start trying to build a network down here. Maybe I can befriend a couple
Oh my
demons or something.
goodness. I want by the end of this for you to have a
Like,
demon
I'm gonna assume that
network.
cultists speak common, and if they don't speak common, they probably also, or when they aren't speaking common, I bet you they can also speak infernal.
I would say yeah, they probably can do both. I'd be curious to see what their normal speech patterns would be, but that is a very specific question. I don't know. Does anybody have any feelings about
I would like to
going
go up the
down
middle
the
path.
speaking path?
I
Yeah.
would like to go up the middle path where we don't hear noises and see what's up
Mhm.
there.
Is there any
Unless-
light? I forgot.
Is there any light up in the middle path?
Yeah.
Let me double check.
I don't know. What do
You
you guys
guys
think?
said.
I think
Yeah,
if
I don't
we,
know.
all I'm saying is, if we go down and they're enemies, we're stuck in
Yeah.
between two people.
Yeah.
If we go up the middle path and see what it is, then we
Find
we
another
don't
way.
necessarily have to go through it, but we could double back if we have time, then go down towards the noise. If they're enemies, we retreat, go back through the upstairs place that we just discovered.
So middle goes up. The other passages, which directions do they go?
Down.
No,
They go down.
No?
They stay. The left and right stay
Okay.
on
Same.
level.
Okay.
They lead into
So
hallways.
maybe the middle is like goes to like a sewer or something. Back up. Because I mean, it's not like how far did we go? I mean, how far were the stairs that we just went down? I mean, was it super far or how?
You. I mean, it's It's a pretty deep basement. Like you could, it's the ceiling is pretty high.
Okay. Can we hear the demons walking above us?
Yeah, you could still hear them clashing against the altar.
Against the altar, but can we hear them on the floor? Like, not specifically the altar. You see what I mean? Like, if they're like,
Sure.
elsewhere in the room, like, could we hear that, or is it like super thick
Yeah,
stone or
between.
something?
Oh, you mean no? Yeah, you wouldn't be able to discern where they are in the cathedral.
All right, let's
Okay.
send our. How about this? Let's group up here real quick. Let's send the stealthiest person real fast. Don't engage or anything. Go up the middle path, see what it looks like, even if you only have to go like 100 feet away from us, and then let's see what's there, and then redecide.
Well, what if we just have somebody scout ahead?
All right, I'll go up the middle path. I can teleport back anyways if I need to. Plus, I'm like unhittable pretty much if I need to be.
Yeah, you do have your
I've got like a
bullshit thing.
evasion, and yeah, I've got
Yeah.
evasion and shield.
Shield, yeah, your BS shield.
All right, Vic, I'm gonna scout up the middle path stealthily.
Okay, so you head up the middle.
Actually,
path.
I don't really care about stealth though, so just go up normal.
Okay, you
Bold.
walk up the middle path. You walk up the stairs. It's about 20 feet until you see the room up on this upper level.
Okay.
And I don't know. Oh, here you see a small isolated tomb, and there's a body that lies with a gleaming greatsword at her side.
Well, this is a boss fight. Good. All right, is that it? That's what I see.
That's what you see.
All right, cast Mage Hand and take. No, I'm just kidding. I go back to the group and I let them know what I see. I'm like, guys, there's a tomb with a creepy skeleton woman with a massive greatsword. Definitely looks like one of you guys would like to have it, but we're gonna have to probably fight some pretty effed up stuff. Yeah. So I don't know. I can stealthily go in that room and see. I don't think we should touch that. I think it's obviously, but
Because I imagine she would be kind of familiar with some of this stuff, right? Is there any lore that she's like, oh, my grandfather told me this story about
Who?
the weird great sword lady, Rhea, right? That's her name?
Rhea? Oh, yeah. Rhea goes up and takes a look, and she does actually know what this tomb is for.
Rhea for MVP.
She said that this woman flew a dragon up. It was, and all she had was this great sword. She didn't have any armor. This was before the companion even was around. She saved Elturel.
Hey, quick question. Sorry to interrupt. Is the board supposed to be blank right now, or do I need to refresh my?
No, the board's blank.
All right, cool.
Also, did the companion float above Elturel before it sank down into Avernus?
Yeah, she turns to you and says, "Yeah, the companion years ago was sent to us as a saving grace, we thought. It defended us against the undead legion, and it was a second son to Elturel that radiated light it was radiant light that the undead couldn't even get into the city.
So how long has it been there? Like, how long have the undead been?
This was generations ago.
Okay.
So
it
was this
it's-
lady's body like was this lady's body because like this place that we were in used to be up in like the normal realm, right? So like was this like a memorial and she's always been chilling here? Or is this
yeah,
like because
this was back in the mortal realm.
so
the
it's
same.
basically it's kind of like the pyramids type thing, except this is just a tomb. So
Well, this
it's a real
is
thing.
you're in the cathedral's catacombs.
Oh, okay, that makes a lot of sense. Duh. So seems like she'd be good. Can we? Does she look? It's like she's dead. Is she made out of stone, or is this like a body, or it's a skeleton, right?
Yeah, it's just a skeleton. Her body. Well, sorry. Um, it's a
It's a closed tomb.
body. It's not a skeleton. It never decomposed.
I wonder if that sword is anything in particular or special if she was able to
Yeah.
slay a dragon.
But she was
Holy
good at
shit.
one point,
It
right?
might be something that
Yeah,
maybe
but-
Planky would want.
Yeah, I wonder if we should take on that to try to get a great
Victor.
weapon. Should we look at the weapon without touching it more
I'm a
closely?
very religious person. Is there anything about this tomb like and I'm like, a scholar and I'm a freaking magical person. Does it seem like just a standard tomb?
Sword in particular.
The tomb.
Well, I don't care about the sword so much right now. More so like does it
Is this going to be a fight?
I mean, the tomb looks like this person in particular was a special person. It's not in with the rest of the catacombs. It's in this upper area, lofted, and then the body hasn't even decomposed.
I touched the altar.
Okay, so you touch the altar, and as you touch it, you are anticipating a reaction, but nothing happens.
Maybe Planky? He's a paladin.
Yeah, can we do a medicine check on this lady? But I'm not good at medicine, so
I think Planky is.
Yeah. Oh, so, yeah.
Well, who's in charge of Planky?
John.
Can I relinquish that to Jeremy?
You can do whatever you want.
Okay. Yeah,
I think
I will do that.
You make a better paladin, Jeremy.
Okay. That's all good in the hood. I don't know. Can you just roll for him? I don't know what his plus is. I don't have his sheet pulled up yet. I will try to find it though.
Yeah, I
Medicine
can.
for him is +2. I have everyone's sheet up.
I used to do that, but now like everyone's pretty much knows how to play in their own characters. Like I don't double check anything. I just trust everyone is doing the best decision.
I just have the same grouping of tabs I've had open since the beginning. So I just open them
Yep.
all at this. Usually just like I just do.
Literally my frequent tabs. It's pretty sad because it just has D&D Beyond, Roll20, and something else left, and like Gmail. Anyways, yeah. Sorry, Vic. Yeah, I do. Yeah.
I am trying to see why I don't have the dice roller on. Oh. So yeah, medicine +2. So we'll roll d20 and
Yeah.
see what happens.
All right.
13. So by Planky's judgment, she is dead.
Okay.
Seems pretty confident.
And Planky tries to take the sword.
Yeah.
Okay. Planky grabs the sword and he's able to take it, and nothing happens.
Okay,
Sword of
cool.
swordiness. Is it a good
Yeah, then
sword?
I just check it out.
You check out the sword.
Yeah, like I mean, does it look cool, or is it like it's like a 2,000-year-old sword that's gonna break the first time I swing it?
That's a good point.
It is a very old sword, but
Okay.
it doesn't seem like it has succumbed to age.
Is it like
All
a
right.
sword like
Oh.
they don't make them like these anymore?
They don't
Guys.
make
Sword.
they used to,
Magic
guys.
sword.
It's that or whatever
Dragon
has
Slayer.
been keeping her preserved also is keeping.
Oh.
Oh, you know what? I think Planky should ask the shield, right? The shield's super old. Does the
No,
shield
he
know who this
wouldn't ask.
person is?
He wouldn't ask the
No.
shield.
Yeah,
Don't-
he wouldn't
don't
ask the shield.
Nah.
Plus, the shield
That's
would
not to
probably
anyway.
try and mess with
Yeah.
us somehow.
Yeah, I wouldn't believe half of it. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I thought the shield's a demon, isn't it? I thought that was
Yeah.
just a.
It's a trap demon or whatever.
Yeah, never mind. And
Yeah.
yeah, he wouldn't.
So is
I don't
Brea
know, then we
okay
just
with
let
us
this
doing
leave.
this? Does this make her upset, or is she like, yeah, it's a sword, take it? I'm just curious.
You could see in her eyes a look of a. She
Yeah.
almost wants to be disapproving, but given the circumstances,
Yeah, for sure. So I sheet it, right? I don't plan on using this then as my primary combat thing right off the get go. So I just
Planky sees
like,
it or Zalden.
sorry, Planky,
Okay.
yeah, like puts it on his back
Yeah.
or whatever.
I just want to picture Zalden just his sword, his squire. It's like, here's your sword, sir.
So does Zalden know anything about like would I about like preserving like what type of magic would be keeping her preserved and stuff?
This you would probably have to ask the priests of Torm that run this
Does Rhea know
cathedral.
anything? Like,
Um,
has she heard anything about, how they would have done it, or like
no,
stories?
she's only been like known of the legend of what she was. Not
Okay,
there's nothing really about how they preserve her.
fair. Okay. Well, that's good. mm,
All right,
mhm.
let's just leave then.
Yeah, I mean, I can't imagine there's anything.
Well, yeah,
We
there's
need
nothing
to
else in the
do.
room of significance. Now that we came in, we grabbed we checked out the body, took the sword. Nothing else in here.
Yeah. Guess let's head down and figure out which other way we want to go. Do we want to do maybe a short rest in the tomb?
I don't
know
know.
it sounds
I
weird,
don't
but
think
like,
it didn't take us 4 hours to. I know there's things about to break through the door.
yeah, you think so?
Yeah.
I think it. Yeah, I think we need to just hurry up and go to the
Yeah, fair.
voices.
Yeah. All right. I guess we go down the stairs and do we make it down the stairs? Any shenanigans on the way down? Any noises? Is there a zombie now following us?
Nope. You
Okay.
go back down the stairs with extra great sword.
Nice.
Ooh.
Okay. Well,
Just putting that in their inventory. Did you already do so? Oh, because
Blanky.
that would be for Planky.
it's for
Planky would
Planky, can we
need
note
to.
that?
I could I think I can put it into it.
Oh, right, yeah. As the campaign person. So is there any... Oh man, I don't know. I mean, how do we decide which way to check out first? Like,
I think me and Freya can go down the left path, and the rest of you guys go down the right path.
I
And
don't
let's
know
see.
if we should split up though.
I think
'Cause
they're
that
going into the
sounds-
same room.
They very well might, but
But let's not risk.
then
Yeah.
we'll be split up, and then we're already kind of in a weird situation. And I actually extra because we're missing spell slots. We're
All right.
not full strength.
Let's go down the right path.
Okay. Does anybody have any other?
That's fine.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm okay
I'm
with that.
okay with that. I don't have an opinion one way or the other. I don't feel
Right.
strongly about it.
Is that
The
greatsword
left
better than what
Oh,
he had
just kidding.
equipped?
See. You haven't checked to see if it's magical or not. So a
Takes
great
long
sword.
rest or something. Or no, that's to attune something.
Great sword. The damage for a great sword is 2d6 plus 5. Let's see what happens if he were to equip
Same
it.
as his maul, I think. I think his maul is the same.
Yeah,
It's
they're it's about the
identical.
All right. Well, keep
Does
the
it have any
greatsword
better
equipped.
reach or
5-foot reach.
no?
Versus-
yeah 5 rate.
Right. Yeah. So. All right.
I'm keeping the greatsword equipped. Actually, if it's an actual usable weapon, then all right, I'm using it.
Yeah. For the legend's sake.
But it's
Grabbed
still
it.
on my back. I don't have it in my hand, so I'll have to draw it if I need to.
Well.
All right, let's march onwards
Yes,
down the right.
yeah.
Okay, so you guys head to the right. You enter into a hallway where you have another option to go left or right.
Okay. Any direction specifically where the voices are coming
And
from?
does the noise
The
sound anything?
voices would be coming from the left.
Okay.
Let's go left. I think, unless
We
you guys
wanna-
don't want to run into anyone.
What's
Do we-
say? What do we detect anything from the right? I know voices on the left, but any light or any other noises from the right?
You could see that there's another hallway, almost kitty corner to you guys, that has light in there, but further down the hallway you can't see anything.
I'd almost say let's investigate the area first, because
4
I
voices.
don't want to get pinned.
You want me to go up
That's
again?
just my
And
opinion.
do you want me to go up and sneaky and scout first, or do we want to all go?
I almost say all go, but
Yeah, that's kind of what I was
Yeah.
leaning towards.
Cool.
yeah,
Let's do it.
just stick together.
Okay,
Already
so
kinda
you're gonna
bruised.
go right?
Yeah.
Correct,
I think
yeah.
so.
Okay. So you turn right and you see there's a hallway straight to your left, or you could continue straight.
And are the voices only behind us now?
Yeah.
Then let's go right. I think we should just keep going right, unless you guys want to keep going left, or we can alternate. But we should just pick one until there's like a significant.
It was straight or what direction? Here?
Here, sorry, I might have said right. It's left to you
Straight
now.
or left? Well, shall we keep going straight for now then?
Wait, we can go straight.
Or
Straight
left.
or left?
Oh, let's just go straight then. You guys want to go straight?
Yeah, I'd say.
Okay,
we
so
go.
you pass the hallway on the left. You can kind of see down as you're passing through. There's some light in there. That there seems to be bodies in there.
Bodies.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
In the room.
Yep.
Probably more getting like
What
up
kind of
through the
like? Do they look
tunes or
like
something.
cultists? Are they like slaves? Like naked bodies?
Nope, they look um
Dead?
they look like they were handled with care.
Oh.
Probably being prepped for the tombs, or this is probably
Sarcophagus type
before
of thing.
Elturel fell.
So what kind of clothes are they wearing?
Most of them are, or they're not wearing clothes.
Oh.
Okay. All right. Cool.
They're
I just want to make sure it wasn't like a
like
bunch
a
of cultists.
sheet.
Oh, so
Okay.
it's all right. Let's go inside and see who they are. They're not going to be zombies, right?
Seems like
There's
they're
gonna-
just getting prepped for catacomb.
Yeah, for burial or whatever.
Fair enough. Let's.
women.
Do we back up then and go the other way?
Yeah, I mean, you can continue going straight. This is just what you noticed as you're walking by the room.
Oh,
So continuing on straight then.
Okay, so you reach the end of the hallway. It turns right, and it kind of does a loop around. You continue going through.
well, like, are we going?
You're
Like, are
going
we going in a
away
circle
from
now?
the voices, but you're
Yeah.
starting to go out of the reach of the light from the torches that have been lit already.
We probably want to stay where
Yeah,
we'll
I
find.
mean, I don't know.
people.
I imagine we're just gonna keep going into the actual like catacombs and burials,
Yeah,
unless we
so
think we can
let's-
find something useful there.
Mm,
I would say our goal right now, so at least for me, I feel like we want to try and find a place where we feel we can kind of do like a rest, because we, at the very least, need a short rest, if not a long rest. We're kind of in trouble here. So I would say let's loop back around and I guess start heading towards.
If that's what you want to do, maybe we should go into the catacombs. Maybe that would be a safe place off the beaten path.
Maybe.
We could sleep inside of tombs.
Yeah.
Further in the
I
crypt
mean,
than
that's,
most
I guess
will
that's not a
go.
bad idea. Planky has a way to detect undead and fiends, so
Yeah, but we're gonna detect demons probably all around. Well, and it's their
yeah, but
evil
he's
too.
it'll be able to detect the approximate distance or approximate locations too, so we'll know if there's something like next to us that's just not up yet. Just doing a sleep.
Spooky on top of us.
Yeah,
Yeah,
let's just keep
exactly.
going. Let's just keep following the path then. I like Julie's idea.
Yeah, I'm following
Into
that
the dark.
logic.
Okay,
Into
so
the
you
thick of it.
head into the dark. As you round the bend, you start seeing some more light again, and you find another vault of bodies.
All right, let's see
then-
what's inside with the vault of bodies. You guys want to, or do you just want to keep walking? Otherwise, I feel like. But the only downside is if these are, maybe we don't go in them actually, because maybe we just won't trigger any
Yeah.
traps. All right, sorry, ignore me.
Yeah, I'm almost worried about that. You know,
But in video
Indiana
games, we
Jones
always
type
check
stuff.
every single room. So
Yeah, we also usually we're a little bit more full and ready.
all right, Vic,
yeah,
keep
more
going.
rested.
Yeah, there you go. Thank you.
Yeah.
That's what I was saying. Yeah, I guess keep on keeping on.
Right?
Keep on doing a search. Maybe we'll find a suitable spot to think.
Okay, so you head past the bodies. There is a there's another right turn, and then you can see that this hallway has there's gonna be a split between going left and right.
Is there any significant difference between the paths that we can see, or like any noises from one or more light from the other?
It does look like there's more light coming from the left, but they both have light coming from each side.
All right, let's go to the right.
So you go right.
Yep, at least I do. Hopefully
Yeah.
they're following me.
That's
Yep.
yeah. I'll follow on. I have no real
Yeah,
opinion
I'll
either way.
follow.
Sticking together.
Okay, so you guys head right, and you enter this large room. It has a semicircular alcove that contains an elaborate upright sarcophagus with a body in it.
Okay. Just a large sarcophagus. Any like symbols or writing or anything ornate about it?
Is it similar to the one that with the sword that we found, or is this different?
Yeah, I guess yeah. The lady.
Oh, sorry. So let me read this. So you are in a large room with several semicircular
s-
alcoves.
Mm,
I
Each
see.
one has an upright sarcophagus.
Oh, that's not ominous.
Sheesh.
How many
Okay.
alcoves?
Um, you have about six in the room.
Any symbols like above the general?
Can we also see any other exits?
Yeah. Okay.
Yep, you see an identical on the opposite side room where you are. There's the other three sarcophagus, and there is also an exit to left and right of those, very similar to the way you came in.
Cool.
You also see, as you're entering, there's two staircases heading upward, on the very far right end of the room.
So on the sarcophagus that are standing, are
Are
there
there
like
bodies?
yeah, are there bodies? Is there any symbols, any
You would
writing or
have
anything?
to open to see if there's any bodies in there.
Oh, nah,
Okay.
I'm good on
Well,
that.
we're not about to play that game.
Nope.
From where we currently are, without getting any closer, can we see any symbols or writing or anything of note on them?
Make a investigation check.
I can do that. Give myself some guidance.
What a great
And I'm
game
gonna need
for,
it.
what a
So
great
11.
session. Spooky.
Yeah, spooky.
time
So I
for
got an
Halloween.
11.
11.
Yep.
No, you don't take out any special symbols around the sarcophagus or anything.
Are there the same symbols on each, or is there different writing on each sarcophagus?
They have the names
Mm-hmm.
of the people on there. To
Okay.
you, the names mean nothing. You don't know who these
Right.
people are.
Okay.
But
Does
outside
Rhea
of
know?
that, you don't see any.
Go ahead.
All right, let's go in the room. And
Well,
just
does
go
Rhea
past the
know any
staircase, I
of
guess?
these undead or undead? Hopefully not undead, but are these dead? The names, does she recognize them? Are they of note, or maybe they're old nobles or
You
something?
guys, you want to know who I think they are? What was that gang? What was that gang that we pretended to be in the taverns in the very beginning, like the Iron Fist or the Flaming Fist? What if this is that girl in the Flaming
My
Fist?
goodness, the old Goodness, what the heck was the name of that group? Not now.
Hell Riders or something.
Hell Riders. That might have
Is
been.
that who this could be? Victor, is that who this
Oh.
is? I'm a historian. That's what I'm coming to the conclusion.
Um.
Or do I not know?
I don't think you know the names of the people that were Hell Riders. If
But you guys we heard the story in the tavern. They literally
yeah, you
sang
heard of
about
a
them.
group of people that followed an
Yeah.
angel
Oh, okay.
into hell.
Okay.
They
what
didn't.
about Rhea?
They
Does she recognize what these could be? Could this be a
she-
group?
she takes a look at the names, and she does recognize one of the names was she recognizes it as one of the former high priests of Torm.
Damn.
Mm,
I thought I had a hunch.
Okay.
I thought we were slowly building into this after we met the
Yeah.
girl.
I
Damn,
was
that's okay.
following that. I was following that. That would have been kind of fun in a probably we're about to roll for initiative kind of way.
Okay, are the priestess of the thorn or whatever, are they evil? Is that like cult leaders or something?
High priest of Torm.
Yeah.
So the Torm is just a deity that Elturel has worshipped.
So is
And
it safe to say these are all those sarcophagus that are standing? Those are past high priests of Torm.
it'd be a
Well-
logical conclusion given the
So what I mean are the priests of thorn or whatever, they weren't bad originally, right? Like this is a good church we're in?
yeah, the priests of Torm, yeah, the Torm is not an evil deity from you it just your recent encounter with the last high priest of Torm, Fabius Krieg, was the one that cursed the city essentially by trying to save it.
Interesting.
He's the one that made the pact to have the companion save Elturel from the undead.
Wait, and he's
And
the
we
one
don't
that
see
he's the
his
June
name?
that she recognized?
What was that?
Oh,
No.
No.
Never mind. I thought that's the one that she recognized.
You guys killed him. More specifically,
Oh.
Planky killed him in Alarma's villa.
What did we do with his body? Did we just leave it there?
Yeah, you just left it there.
Oh.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. What
That's
if
fine.
someone tries to bring that back?
Well,
Guess
I
we'll
guess
deal with it when it
yeah,
Another
I guess we'll
adventure-
approach it when we
another
get there.
adventurer's worries.
Yeah, exactly. Those poor fuckers.
All right, so guys, if we don't want to mess with the sarcophagi, then then we should obviously not. Now, the one thing to think of, I don't know if look, I'm not a professional, but realistically, if we open them up, we're probably getting attacked, or
Yeah.
they might help us. Maybe they're good and they help us fight some ultimate evil type thing. But otherwise, if we don't want to find out, let's just move
Or
up
we get
those staircases.
diseases. Dead people are gross and they have diseases. That's unsanitary. But yeah, I also mostly don't want to get attacked or
All right, let's go up the
accidentally
right
get fallen
staircase
on.
then. I think
yeah.
let's just keep sticking to the right unless there's an obvious reason to go left.
I like the staircase idea because it's probably some like prep room or something.
So you head up the staircase to the right. There's two sets. One going left and one going right.
Yep, so we go right.
Okay,
Unless-
so you
Finding.
head up to the right staircase, and you see some recessed mausoleums, and yeah, you just see a lot of several more sarcophagus in there.
Hopefully there's no spell around here that's like wake the dead or something, because if so, we are screwed.
Yeah.
Well, let's keep marching through, guys. We've got to do it.
All right.
Yeah. Keep on
Anyone
keeping
still?
on.
Yeah, and we're still ignoring any rooms, right? We're not going in to check out bodies or whatever
I
mausoleums.
don't want to
we're-
check out.
All right.
I don't
Yeah.
want to check out bodies. No.
Onward march. Planky leads the way.
Okay,
And
so
Dead
you're
people's how you get diseases.
continuing which way?
Right, or straight, right or straight.
Or
If there's
So from the room that you were, because this recessed mausoleum, that's a dead end.
yeah, we're
Oh.
just.
Okay.
Oh,
do we want
there-
to do a rest? Question mark.
Oh, with dead end. Okay, I think. Look, I know
Dead end up some
I've
stairs.
used a ton of spells and stuff. So like, yeah, it could be great, but I just am saying, I think doing any rest
Yeah.
is a really bad
a
idea
good problem.
I mean,
Yeah.
yeah, we're being chased by
by
demon
a
hordes.
horde, and we're gonna rest at a dead end. I
Yeah.
think we need to. I think we'd need to be in a room with like 3 entrances, even though
Or
that
we could
sounds
take a
stupid.
short rest or something, but
Yeah.
not a long.
Let's just keep going. I mean,
We can though.
I-
I don't need health. I do need spells.
I
but the only
have-
way to get spells is a long rest.
I have escapes. I still have enough spell slots where I have an escape for us if we run into a sticky situation. So
Yeah, I've got spell slots too.
yeah,
Yeah.
we're okay for now.
Cool.
I still have some good. I
the-
still have all my level 3 spell slots. All 2.
Yeah, I'm fine. Really.
Okay. So I guess we'll turn around and then go to the other staircase, see what's going on there, and I would assume probably same situation.
Okay.
Yep.
So as you head down the staircase, and you head up the second staircase that's on the right, that's what you're gonna do.
Yeah.
You
And-
walk up. Oh,
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
I was just gonna. Yeah, we haven't heard the demon horde crashing in behind us yet, right?
you're pretty far away now. You've lost the sound of that.
That's good.
in
As
the
long as
distance.
we haven't heard them, I just want to make sure we don't hear any
Yeah,
demon
that's
horde.
a good sign. Although
Hey,
I
Eric.
don't know, it
Also,
still
one thing I
weird.
forget about before we continue up.
Uh
My bad. I forgot. We are kind of going through a fucking maze right now.
huh.
So
Yeah.
I mean, if we do need to take a rest, it might not be the worst thing, but I still think we should keep pushing on. But
no, I agree. I agree.
there is a chance that we don't get discovered. But then again, they might know this place. I don't know. But yeah, Vic,
Yeah,
keep just
I agree.
leave it.
Because they have tracks to follow, so we're leaving
Yeah.
tracks. So all they have to do is just follow our tracks. So,
Yeah, that's fair.
and we're a big group, so our tracks are
Yeah,
gonna
plenty.
be
Yep.
pretty freaking obvious. Yeah, especially once we get off the beaten trail. So yeah, let's go downstairs, and I guess I don't know. Has anything changed since the last time we were down the stairs?
In the room with the sarcophagus.
Sarcophagus? Yeah.
Yeah.
No, nothing has
No.
changed.
Okay. All right. I guess
All right.
go
So
up
let's
the
try
other
the other
side,
path.
right?
Then, yep.
I
Okay.
assume the staircase looks the same as the other side, or is there anything different about it?
Yeah, it's the same staircase. As you're heading up, you are a little bit surprised. You do see somebody, kind of like hiding in the corner there, as you walk up.
Oh no. All right. Well, what are they?
Looks
it
to
human?
be human. Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna say probably first thing they talk to probably shouldn't be a fat dwarf, so I would say somebody.
I mean, I can. Zaldan can walk up with Plank. What is Planky? He's like a
Yeah.
giant. Zaldan walks up. I'm like a respectable looking. I'm a scholarly man, and I'm just good at. I'm a personal person, right? I'm a I weave my webs of lies eventually, or my network of spies is what I meant to say. So wait, Victor,
So
I cast Whisper. I point at them and I cast Whisper and I say it's okay, we're friendly. So
and
that he's the only person that hears that, or that person only hears it.
they um they kind of look up and they recognize that you don't appear to be demons,
Yeah,
and
suppose it's a little obvious
stand up.
here.
They,
I
you
guess
said
that's
they
a
stood up.
benefit from being in Avernus is that you can tell probably pretty easily friend versus foe.
I don't know.
Are
Remember
you a
that weird
demon?
guy
No.
that we? Remember that demon thing that? Nah, I won't get sidetracked.
The
You said he
succubus,
stood
yeah.
up, Victor?
Yeah, he
succubus.
stood up.
All right, is it a guy, girl? Are they bloodied?
It's a guy. No visible wounds on him.
All right, I just asked, how he got here and what's he hiding from?
When he tells you that everybody is living down here right now, and that he just happened to go out for a walk and was worried that the demons ended up finding them.
Well, would you be willing to lead us back to the group? We're here to help. We didn't realize that there were people living down here. We're being chased. We were being chased by a horde of demons, but we escaped down here. I've been writing down which pathways we've been taking, but we heard some voices, human voices back there. I don't know if that's your group, but we'd protect you if you can get us there. I don't know. Is that
Yeah,
why we want group?
he tells you. Yeah, he knows the way. He's used to work in the cathedral.
Okay. What did you do in the cathedral?
He was just a servant.
Okay. Just random tasks, or are you tasked to work with anybody specific or any
He did
specific
mainly
area?
cleaning of the cathedral and down here too.
Planky unsheathes his greatsword and asks if he knows anything about this sword and if we should put it back before we leave.
Yeah, he looks at it and he's like, yeah, that's a very sacred sword. I don't know why
Do you think we need it for the fight? Or to defend you guys?
It looks
I don't
like
know.
you guys have plenty of weapons on you.
So
Is there
there's
anything
nothing-
special about this sword? Like
Yeah,
outside
exactly.
of just
That's-
being a legend?
Because if you haven't noticed, we're in hell. So if this is special, I don't think it needs to be buried underneath a church.
Well,
need
he
all
doesn't
the
know
fancy-
anything about magic, if it's.
But does he know about
magical.
any stories about what it could do?
He
I'm
know
okay with just
it
stories.
slew a dragon.
Oh my god.
All right.
Always
I'm
talking
glad
about
that-
how it slew a dragon.
Like,
Whatever.
you know what? We're gonna add great stories to the to this relic. But anyways, lead us on, please. Let's get out of here, guys.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, yeah, absolutely. We're gonna continue the legend of this blade. Hell yeah.
Yep, that's what I say, man. I feel like Planky would do that.
I think so.
He kind of looks at you. He doesn't say anything. He does start leading you back the way you came.
Rolls his eyes, goes, ugh, adventurers.
He's pretty good at knowing when to talk and when not to.
Yeah, as a
As-
slave one should, yeah.
And he ends up bringing you back through the tunnel that you came through, or the hallway more, and leads you towards the voices, and you enter into the main crypts, which is a large crypt area, and you see over 100 people in there. They have little tents and little like a little civilization set up in this crypt. And you do see that one person seems to be directing.
Surely Planky wants to talk to them.
Yeah, I would imagine Planky would want to talk to whoever's in charge. Seems to be
Yeah,
his thing.
it does definitely seems to be a thing. Hang on one second. All right, so I walk up to the person in charge with kind of puffed up my chest and show that I'm the leader of this group, and let's engage in conversation.
I would like to engage in conversation with you, sir.
So you see a haggard woman, and her gray hair is matted with sweat. In one arm, she clutches a leather-bound comb, and on the other, she wields a mace.
Okay.
That
You go up to talk to her. And oh, here we go. Oh, you introduce yourself, and she introduces herself as Priya Jinx.
I don't like that name.
Are you gonna try and start a fight in a barn in Tatooine here?
No, so this is the leader that we walk up to.
The person
Or
that
she seems
looks
to.
like she's leading, at least.
I just walk up to her and I you know, I kind of give her a slight nod and say, we come to help. Would you be willing to speak with me and my group?
She, yeah, she agrees. She's almost a little bit relieved that there's people here that can fight.
Great. And I tell her, listen, we barely we escaped. I recap what we told the servant about getting through the fists and like the horde and all that. And then I do mention that like many of my party like were very exhausted. So if there's any way they would be able to harbor us safely or know a safe place for us to rest after this, that would be great.
Yeah.
But yeah, then I
That'd be-
basically just tell her about our story and like, right, like these people seem legit, so I kind of just give them the rundown of what we're doing, and if there's any guidance that she can, if she can point us in the right way and how we can best help her group at the same time.
Yeah, so she explains to you that she is very new to this leadership role and what's happening. He tells you that before the Grand Duke left, everything, like, we were surviving, and without the Grand Duke, though, we have no idea what's happening out there.
Where did he go?
She said that he left to the cemetery.
Where's that?
He
at?
had. It's actually just north of town. and he took a group of guards to investigate. There's a proliferation of undead in the area, and he wanted to investigate what was happening.
How long ago did he leave?
Yeah.
Well, not too long ago, but he was expected back within a day, and he has not come back yet.
Oh,
This is the Grand Duke, right?
Yeah, she's talking about the Grand Duke Ravengard. She says that she
Okay.
is the next in authority, since none of the other politicians seem to have made it. The leader of Elturel, Davius Krieg, has gone missing, and all the priests as well are dead. She is an acolyte that was just beginning her practice.
oh my goodness. What just happened?
I don't know.
Jeremy all right?
Sounds like he got in the shower.
I would say it sounds like the crickets just fucking took him away.
No, sorry. I scooped out a huge piece of avocado and it fell, and I went to pick it up with my hand, and then I washed my hand, but I thought I muted my microphone, and you guys. My
I
bad.
was about to say that was the noisiest avocado I have ever heard.
No.
I was scooping out an avocado.
So she doesn't necessarily like being in power, huh? Or she's
Well-
new and nervous.
Yeah, she's new and nervous because, she was probably like the 100th person in line to end up leading a civilization. And
Yeah, like it would never actually normally happen.
She was not groomed for such a thing. It just fell into her. As it happens.
Maybe. Yeah,
I mean, we
so
should probably
does it-
look for the Grand Duke, right?
Yeah, let's offer. So we offered. Hey, we'll look for the Grand Duke and try to return him to you.
Is there another way
would-
out of here, though?
Yeah, and like, can we rest here for like now? Essentially, like they're obviously living here, so I mean,
yeah,
we gotta be able to. spend
you're
the night or
welcome.
something.
You're welcome to rest here. Take your time. They actually appreciate having people that can fight here, since the guard is gone.
Do
Yeah, so-
demons normally attack?
Or
Or
fortunately, they've jammed up the gears for the altar, and that
yeah,
has
we noticed
prevented
that.
people
Yeah.
from coming in, and they don't know
Wow.
about the secret tunnel that you guys could use to head out.
Sweet.
Okay.
All right, so we'll rest and then use that secret tunnel, huh?
I feel better
Yeah.
about us not
Hey,
breaking
are
the
there-
mechanism.
Are there any guards? Are there any guards like people that look like they could fight in this group that are down here?
No. Everybody, it looks like
Some the
commoners.
Grand Duke took everyone.
The mother and her children, and also the dwarves go to mingle with their friends.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I
Both probably
offer.
for the best.
I also. So yeah, let's spend a night. And me is in Zalden. I'm actually, because now that this is like a civilization, I obviously suggest that we all do a long rest, but we should take turns doing watch. But I'm gonna spend some time meeting like the kids, and I'm gonna share some of my rations with them, and like talking. Hey, if you guys ever hear any secrets, or I'm gonna start trying to build my network down in hell. Might as well. That's what I'm good at. So that's what I'm gonna do in my spare time today. I'm gonna establish, not just with kids. I just wanna, tonight, during the time that I'm not resting, I am establishing like connections and like showing that I'm like, you guys can talk to me if you need to. I don't know.
All right, make sure you take away rations for the rations that you give out. And
All right, I can do that.
anybody else? Anybody doing anything tonight? I figure
Yeah.
since Noah's not here, before you leave, we'll probably end the session.
Yeah.
So if you want to role play a bit, figure out what your characters are doing, practice any non essential fighting skills or something like that if you are crafters of any kind. Or
Well, I think what Planky will probably be doing, since he's like a little paladin / like leader. I want to have him like rally up any like anyone that's over the age of 15, and he's gonna teach them how to do some basic defense, and it like help teach people if there's like anything that they can craft like basic spears out of down here, like during Planky's free time. I just kind of want him to like teach kids how to fight so that they can protect the other people.
okay, so Planky goes and starts rounding up people, saying like, hey, anybody that wants to learn to defend themselves, I'm gonna help teach you guys. And he has like a little class going.
Yeah.
I want to be meditating, just trying to get my mind right, since like we are literally stuck in hell. So just
Yeah.
wanna try
Yeah.
and zen
Be
it out.
thinking about trees.
Yep.
Miss the trees.
Okay, you're meditating. Karjan, you doing anything?
No, I'm just probably wandering around, finding rocks probably to play with. Maybe some other
Sai?
if there's one around.
I am meditating, making sure that all my strengths are up for the next encounter that we do have, and enjoying watching the little combat 101 lesson that's happening.
All right. You guys have no sense of time here, but at a certain point, everybody kind of starts gathering for a meal. They welcome you to share with what they have, with what little they have. But they do have some food available, some bread, and some water that they usually have saved for blessings, but given the circumstance.
I join them, but I make my own little good berries. I think that's what they're called. And I eat those because I don't want to eat up their food.
Everybody else join for dinner, or you guys do your own thing?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Okay.
I join.
I don't know. I'm gonna stay in a corner by myself.
What are you gonna eat?
I probably have food with me.
Okay.
I think I still actually have
you
a couple berries from when John gave me berries
I
way
can
back.
give you more.
Okay.
Yeah. If you have any spare, I'll join John for food, I guess.
I guess the better question is, who's deciding not to eat?
I will eat some of what they're offering. I will talk to people and be nice over with them, and I won't just leave
Zaldan's
that
not
alone.
eating because he's just like, I've already eaten. I took out my rations. I ate rations with
Oh
people.
yeah.
Okay. So everybody, and including Zaldan, when you actually take a bite of food, it feels like it turns to ash in your mouth, and
Ugh.
you don't really get you get the sustenance, but it doesn't feel very good, right? It just the texture is terrible. It just it feels burnt and disgusting, and it doesn't really satiate you.
All food this does with, or
All food.
just the food that?
But
food.
so you said we got
Okay.
sustenance from it, right? So like
Yeah.
it fed us, but it's just not good. So we're talking Pirates of the Caribbean over here. Kind of like they just can't eat stuff because they're never mind. Forget what I just said.
Yeah,
We
but
can eat it.
maybe it's like we're cursed,
We're getting
So
the
we won't-
nutrients.
right?
Yeah, we
just
won't
don't
starve.
taste
That's
it.
what I was We
Yeah,
won't.
you're not
starve.
you're not starving. Like you do fill, but it was not a
It's
satisfying
not
meal.
enjoyable.
And
Yeah, it's not enjoyable.
yeah,
Concerning. Is this normal
Dissatisfying.
for demon realms, or is this like a?
Curse
you could
on 'em.
ask people and see,
Yeah.
like, because this is your first time eating here.
Yeah, me just now suddenly upset. I mean, my character likes to eat. He likes food now.
Hey.
And
He likes to like food.
While we're eating dinner, I mean, well, now that it just turned ashy, does that happen? I want to ask. Like, I'm like, hey,
Yeah.
does this happen every time you eat?
Yeah.
Whoever, like I'm like immersed with people, obviously. So
yeah, they don't know what it is, but ever since
No one knows what
Elturel
it is.
has been here, no food has tasted good, and it's draining everybody's willpower.
all right. Is there? I would like to consult with Planky since he's also like a paladin, right? So he's kind of like a religious dude, and like figure out if there's a way that we could brainstorm. Like, hey, is there some way that we might be able to solve this problem? Have you ever heard anything of this? You know, let's consult our religious heads
Just
together.
a demon thing. Yeah.
And help.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah.
You guys, you can roll a religion check, and with advantage if you want, and see
All right.
if you can think of anything.
I'll poke whoever is
Alright.
rolling. I'll poke them for some guidance.
All right. Well, I'm the
Guidance isn't a
higher.
D4.
I'm actually the higher religious person. So, ooh,
Yeah.
question. Hang on one sec. I gotta read this. Oh no, I get advantage anyways. Victor already said so. All right, and then I get a 1d4.
Yep. You
Yep.
get a D4 extra.
All right, so 18 plus.
Dang. Let's just see.
20.
Okay. Let's just make it a nice even 20.
Okay. Based off the
I guess
research that
plus
you
one.
know, this is just a product of being in this realm, and there's nothing that can be
Okay.
done.
So it's Avernus. It's an Avernus problem. Or it is by nature an
Mhm.
Avernus thing. Okay.
Interesting. Okay.
It's a realm of torture in every possible way.
Checks out.
So I'd like to find someone. Me as in me being Zalden. I would like to find is someone that used to work at the church, and I want to ask them about that room with the 6 sarcophagi in it, and ask like what the deal is with that. And I also want to find if there's any of this. I want to try to find someone, ideally that also knows about Planky's sword. So like I don't want Planky being with me. Because obviously that one dude got kind of upset. So I'm gonna pretend like, I'm just like, hey, or not pretend. I'm not like, I just want to ask about like the sarcophagi, and then that I'm like, how's that girl preserved? Like she's like 2,000 years old, but she looks like 28. What's the deal?
You're asking the servant that you originally talked
Well,
to?
unless he
Asking
knows,
around.
because he didn't know very much. So I'd like to know if you know what? I would like to find the servant, and I'd like to ask since about, hey, who should I ask about the sarcophagi and that chick that's not, that's like undead.
He directs you back to Farah, because
The
she
acolyte.
she's the highest authority in the church that's currently alive.
Okay, so that's now who I walk up and talk to, and then does she know like any other languages?
No.
Specific. Okay, cool. Then I just talk to her in common, obviously.
And so you walk up to Farah, and she is reading the book that you saw in her hand before. And as you walk up, she closes it and acknowledges you.
What's the book that you just said that she's reading?
You don't know.
Yeah. Weird.
Okay, Well,
You could ask.
before, yeah,
Yeah.
I do ask because I love books. That's literally my thing.
She explains that it's the home of Reed Resolute. Essentially, it's the oath that all the citizens of Eltgard took to defend the city, and she shows you like the first page has the oath written on it, and then on all the other pages is just a list of names. And yeah, she tells you that when the traveler came, everybody took an oath to defend Elturel from the demons, and any citizen since would read from this book, the oath, and then their name would appear on the pages without having to be written.
Spooky.
Interesting. All right, so then I do ask her about the thank you for sharing, with the book. That's super awesome. Maybe if we get out of hell sometime, I'd love to borrow it from you.
She
Maybe I
would
could even trade
never
you some books.
let you borrow this book. She's
Wait, that's like
reading
a
it now because she recognizes that it might have been the doom for all these people.
wait, hang on. Did I might have just missed something significant. I thought she was just reading a book. Like this is it's like, oh yeah, all the people are gonna defend demons. You gotta read this once you're like 18.
Yeah,
This is
and
like
then
an important book.
yeah, it's literally a list of every citizen that has sworn
so like,
oath.
So this isn't like a published book that anyone can read.
No,
My bad. I thought this was like the Bible, like it's in every hotel type thing.
no, this is a magical book that writes down the name of anybody who swears oath to
My bad.
Elturel.
I did not ask to borrow. I did not realize that's what it was. I apologize. So please retract that. Anyways, I'm like, whoa, that's super cool. I respect that. I that's incredible that the book can record that. Then I go on to inquire about the sarcophagi room, but I'm more interested. Actually, I first ask about the woman, and like the sword. I'm like, when we went past through that room, we saw her. She looked preserved somehow, and then there was also a sword with her. Like, what's the deal with that? We heard the story. One of your servants told us, but he didn't know much about it.
She doesn't know much. She knows that it was set up a long time ago. It was a ritual that they did to preserve the body, and that was the entirety of it. That a long time ago, when she died, the priest wanted to preserve her, and so the high priest at the time found a way to preserve the body.
Man,
The sword
all right.
itself, yeah, the sword itself. If she asks, or she lets you know that it's not magical or anything. It's just a sword.
All right. Cool. Thanks. We
Thanks.
just were wondering. Oh, and then all right. And then about the sarcophagi room, was there like, is there any, we're basically like, before we go out and set off, to help, we're just looking for any advantage we have down here.
She tells you, unfortunately, she doesn't have a lot to offer. This is just right now the safest place in the city, but we don't have a lot of resources.
Zaldin resumed. I finish my whatever. I eventually take my shift for like the night watch, and then any other time like that I'm not sleeping and stuff, like doing my long rest, pretty much. Like I ate dinner with you guys, and then tried to initiate my network down here, and then Planky did the same thing. Planky, did his school, ate food, and I think Zaldin and Planky have a conversation. I mean, just for roleplay in sense, I think that after learning that sword has no significant value, Zaldin's like, hey, I asked about the sword. It's not magical. It's actually just like pretty significant to them. Actually, I'll let Kelman decide next week if he wants to put the sword back. But
We're probably
I'm gonna
going
at least
to
we're
that
gonna give
way anyway.
Kelman Planky knows that the sword really is just like a symbol, and it really has no value. So if he's like feeling emotional, he can put it back. But
Okay.
I don't know.
We'll let him make
Actually,
that
you know what?
decision.
No. We're gonna keep it anyways. But because forget it. But I am gonna tell Zalmik. The lady said she didn't know much, or I'm gonna tell Planky she didn't know much, but she said it's not magical. So I don't know. Yeah, and that kind of ends. That's Planky and Zaldin's thing. That's what they do, and then that's it.
Anybody else do anything with the group or with each other?
No,
Just not me.
just ponder and.
I think I level up.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Same here. Weird.
Just kidding.
I don't think you guys actually did much while you were here.
Oh my gosh, Vic, we
We
leveled
definitely
up.
hit a milestone.
Just stop. You just stop, Vic. We all leveled up.
You
Can't lie.
essentially just walked into a
Oh
cathedral.
my gosh.
Yeah.
You're always saying that. We killed some demons
Well,
I
we
mean,
have,
since our last
Since
long
we've gone
rest.
to hell.
Yeah, you
Like,
killed
we
like
have-
Yeah.
2 very
Dog.
small groups.
No. Well, yeah, 2
Hey.
groups, yeah. But they were hard.
we've got half an hour to go through a secret tunnel, but someone had a tummy ache today. Come on.
Yeah. He missed all the boring parts.
The boring parts.
Lucky
I
duck.
think this is the most exciting parts.
I meant the wandering part.
No,
He missed that part. That was
Well-
not terribly edgy. The seat.
Right
your
or left?
seat there.
well, now that you know that there was nothing there,
Right.
True. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hindsight. Yeah.
once
Hindsight.
before you knew that there was nothing there, and I think
Well,
Hey.
in the story, this I created this whole thing differently from the way the book had it, because the book had you encountering the army in different segments, but it didn't make a lot of sense to me that they would be down there, and also the civilization of people, like the hundreds of people are down there just also resting.
commingling. Yeah.
Yeah, like, so
Yeah.
I just decided that they were not, like, the cathedral is empty.
Fair enough.
Fair.
Oh, hey,
I
Victor.
assume we sleep just fine. No.
Yeah, you're able
shenanigans.
to take the long rest.
Quick question. Before Planky went to bed, he did meander over to that old lady because he talked to her originally, and he said, "Hey, this is how we got into hell. Would you happen to know, like, tell them the story? Do you know who would be powerful enough to help us get back out? Because if we're gonna help you guys get out, we're gonna have to figure out how to get back out."
Isn't that Arkan
Yeah.
the Cruel?
If
Yeah.
she tells you that if she knew any way out of here, she
Would have done it.
yeah, they would have been working on it. But at best,
So you
right
don't
now,
know a way though.
nobody knows the way out of Avernus.
That's not unshocking.
But Julie, what were you saying? You were saying something, Julie?
I think isn't Arkan the Cruel? Isn't that the guy that we're supposed to go back with? And I
Looking
have
for
like
a crazy wizard, right?
thing. Yeah, I think so.
It was a
Yes,
crazy
right.
wizard or like some like befriending a demon or something. I think those were pretty much
Maybe
our
we
two
just have to find
options.
another succubus.
Yeah. Somebody super friggin' powerful.
All right. So we long rested then.
Yeah.
Do we know how
Cool.
much XP we did end up getting?
Um,
Was that a
I would
Do I
have
get-
to.
Yeah, you can throw me some bonus XP because I did technically kill 2 people by myself when in that fight.
You
I
did.
mean,
That's true.
Yeah, I have to put together the XP.
That's I figured that would be a next time problem.
Fair enough.
yeah, it's not,
Okay.
I'm
Okay.
pretty sure we have like 6,000 XP to go. So
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't think you have a lot of XP to deal with, so it's not that.
Hey,
Soon. Yeah. we
Vic, are
need
you hopping
8,000.
up, or you want to play any one game?
Destiny? Let me consult
Yeah.
with headquarters.
Sounds good. Hey,
Play for
Julie.
a little bit. What's up?
All right. I'm heading
Nothing.
off, guys.
Yeah.
I
me
was
too.
just about to. All right, see you guys.
Later.
Hi
Yeah.
guys. Have a
I'll
good night.
I'm interested. Let me just have a quick conversation.
Okay, nothing. Yeah, Julie, I was just gonna say I was gonna butter your biscuit to make sure he could play, but if you don't need any help, then I don't need to say anything. But if so, I can sweet talk some success in here. So I'm feeling like I could roll a 20 in persuasion.
Oh, you do. You feel like I'm kind of curious to hear your persuasive argument.
Well, I don't want to hurt my position
just
now.
like-
So it sounds like you were
Yeah.
gonna approve it beforehand. So maybe I should save that for a different next time I need it.
Oh yeah. Yeah, you guys have fun. All
Cool.
right.
Thanks, Julie.
Of course.